Greetings and praise God. My name is Sarah Smaura, a master's student in clinical psychology with a certificate in psychological first aid. Now, welcome back, as today we shall be uncovering some myths and misconceptions about mental health. Now, as we begin, let me just say that they are countless and several myths and misconceptions surrounding mental health, which in turn can hinder the understanding and contribute to stigma. Some of the common ones do include: mental health problems are a sign of weakness. How many times have we had this? Countless times. Mostly when we look at the male species, they tend to be shied away because they don't want the stigma. They don't want people to laugh at them, to think that, oh, you're weak. I can't believe you came out and said this. Like, for example, last week I was in a surrounding of people and there was two males, and one was eating ugali and the other one was eating potatoes. So the ones eating ugali were making fun of the one who was eating potatoes. Like, how can you be eating potatoes and you're a man? So you can imagine, if they're making fun of someone because of that, what about if someone was taken advantage of when it comes to their body? So some people do come to shy away from speaking out the truth because apparently it is believed that mental health is a sign of weakness, which is a lie. We should normalize speaking out. Another one, number two, is people with mental health problems are violent. Now, this is definitely not true. Most people, when they hear the word mental health, oh, this one has mental health, they can even run away. They don't want to be in the same surrounding with this person because they think that something bad is going to happen to them, and this person is going to be violent towards them. But this is not true. Fact is that majority of individuals with mental health conditions are not violent. In fact, they are more likely to be victims of violence. That is true. People with mental health issues, most of their background stories are that they did encounter someone in their lives who was the violent one. Moving on to the third point is that mental health is rare. People think that it's so hard to find someone with a mental health condition. But if you think about it, mental health can be categorized as those with stress. How many people have stress per day? If we think about job, if we think about schoolwork, if we think about family, most people have stress. And that's why we say that mental health issues are more common than people realize. 1 in 4 people will experience some form of mental health problem in their lifetime. Point 4, only people with severe disorders need help. Mental health care is beneficial for anyone regardless of the severity of their condition. Early intervention and therapy can prevent conditions from worsening. That is why it is very important for people to go for therapy or even medication if they do sense that they have a mental problem. Now, moving on to number 5, medication is the only treatment for mental health problems. People believe that once they have perhaps, or they think they have a mental health issue, they're like, oh, I'm not going to be checked because I'm going to be given medication and I don't want this medication to affect me. No, medication is not the only way that one with mental health issues can be assisted. There is also therapy. CBT, cognitive-based therapy, is one of them. Now, while medication can be an important part of treatment for some people, therapy Lifestyle changes. How do you live your life? Your diet, do you run? Lifestyle changes, social support from family, friends, and self-care also play a vital role in managing mental health. Remember to take care of yourself. Once you need some time to just relax, because you cannot perform if you don't feel 100. So medication is not the only path to help one with mental health issues. Now, number 6, mental health problems are just in your head. This is another myth that we have, as mental health conditions can have physical, emotional, and psychological components. They involve both the brain and the body, affecting overall well being. So it is not only just in your head. Number 7, we do come out to believe sometimes that children do not experience mental health issues. They do. Children, like adults, can experience mental health problems such as anxiety, depression, ADHD. Early detection and intervention are crucial. Now, why do we say this? Because bullying happens a lot when a child is in school, when a child is playing around in the environment. They can develop anxiety and depression because of bullying. In unfortunate cases, if the parents have separated or divorced, so this can be another factor that can lead the child to go through mental health problems. So it's not only adults who experience this. And as we've said, early detection and intervention are very important because you do not want it to grow and become worse. They usually say once you notice a crack on the wall, fix it, because once it gets bigger, things will be bad. Now, moving on to number 8, they say that mental health problems are permanent. No, they are not permanent. If we do take care of ourselves and go to for therapy or medication while we have realized early enough, it can be done away with. Many mental health conditions are treatable, and many people recover or learn to manage their symptoms successfully over time. Another on number 9 is that therapy is only for crazy people. That word, crazy people, once people just hear, like, let's say, for example, a family wants to go for therapy and the wife tells the husband, let's go for therapy. He's like, what do you mean? Therapy? I'm not crazy. Yeah? They're like, they do not want to be associated with mental health things because they think that it is only for crazy people. No, it's not. In fact, it is for, since crazy is a bad term, let us use successful people, professionals, because who does not want to become the best version of themselves? Once you get to know yourself more, your weaknesses, your strengths, once you include yourself in a dialogue with a professional to help you know about these things, perhaps your mentality on mental health will change. So definitely it is not for crazy people. Now, therapy is for anyone seeking help with mental health issues, personal growth, or coping with life stress. It's not just for those with severe conditions. Number 10, and our last point, is that you can snap out of it. People think that once you have mental health issues, you can basically just snap of it. You can just decide, I'm not going to be going through what I was going through 1 second ago, yesterday. You you can't snap out of it. You have to go through a process, just like everything is a process. When you're born, you start crawling, you walk, you run, you get. So it's not quite fair when we put people in a situation like, let's say, for example, this is just an example, a father and a son. The son is going through some mental health issues, and the father is like, you need to get out of it, you need to snap out of it, because, like, no, this cannot happen, this is not acceptable. Snap out of it. Let us not expect quite, what can I say? absurd things, people to jump from step 1 to step 10. Let us support them. Let us stand with them through every process, because put yourself in people's shoes. Wouldn't you also want to be supported instead of being rushed? So, mental health conditions often require professional support and treatment. Telling someone to snap out of it can undermine their experience and prevent them from seeking help. They can shy away from seeking help, and eventually, it's only going to get worse. As I mentioned before, once you see a crack on a wall, it's very crucial to attend to that crack before it gets bigger, because the whole building can come down, can just come to an end. Now, I think I've stressed on that point enough. Addressing these misconceptions and promoting accurate information is key to reducing stigma and supporting individuals who are facing mental health challenges. Now, as I always say, let us support each other and avoid having some of these myths and misconceptions so that we can help ourselves and help others. Now, there you have it. Thank you.